Hello, friends. My name is Aslam Sheikh, and warm welcome to. Sorry, just ठीक करा था. Warm welcome to Ask Aslam. And आज के शो में हम लोग डिस्कस करेंगे as usual हमारे important news related to education and higher education. And हम also we will take some questions from the students and parents who would want to know more about study abroad, higher education, career counseling, etc., etc. So let's first look at the news. And the first news which I have with you for this week to share with you is that UNESCO has revealed the report, and then this report is saying that the STEM program, अभी जो जिन लोगों को STEM program नहीं पता है, तो STEM is nothing but science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. If you are going to any of these programs, it's called a STEM program. This terminology was first coined by American education system, and later on it got very popular across different countries. So it has been believed that if you go to a STEM program, it is more likely to give you a stable long-term career prospects. That's how the STEM programs became popular. And as the name suggests, science, technology, engineering, mathematics, so it focuses on to different specialization around this field. So okay, so UNESCO की news क्या बोल रही है कि women going for the STEM program constitute only 35% of graduates. So it means ये जो the percentage of women है जो STEM के लिए जा रहे हैं, it has not improvised over past decade, which is kind of a concern because a lot of men are finding it more attractive. Whereas for any economy to grow, any organization, any country to foster, the STEM program become the backbone for that growth, because this is where all the innovations, research, technological advancement happens. Okay. So उसके कुछ और भी bifurcation दिए गए हैं कि if the students consider for data science and AI, women representation is only 26%. Engineering में तो बहुत बुरा हाल है, वहाँ पे सिर्फ 15% है जो women engineering को as a profession देखती हैं. Cloud computing में again it is very much smaller percentage, around 12%. और इसके बहुत सारे रीजंस उन्होंने अपने रिपोर्ट में दिए. I'm just summarizing for you. Now again, what do you want to do with this? Okay, boss, what I'm saying that if you're a parent and you have got a girl child, I would strongly suggest you, because these programs are the futures of the humanity, and this is where all the advancement happens. The career gets secured for the kids. What parents, as a parent, you ask me this question कि जॉब मिलेगा नहीं मिलेगा, करियर सिक्योर रहेगा कि नहीं रहेगा, वगैरह वगैरह. सो yes, to answer this question, these programs are well sought after, safe bet in order to make your career in this particular profession. So okay, so this data will help you. अब उन्होंने रिपोर्ट में बताया है कि जो 68% ऑफ द कंट्रीज है पूरे वर्ल्ड की, है ना, 250 प्लस जो कंट्रीज है, उसमें से 68%, अप्रोक्सीमेटली पकड़ लो 70% कंट्रीज फोकसेस ऑन स्टेम लेड एजुकेशन. हमारे इंडिया में भी कुछ अलग नहीं है. वी नो दैट मोस्ट ऑफ द पेरेंट्स wants their kids to get into engineering or medicine side. Well, across the world भी यही है, तो 70% है. बट हो क्या रहा है कि उसमें से जो वुमेन कंट्रीब्यूशन है वो बहुत कम है. तो कहीं ना कहीं एज अ गवर्नमेंट, एज अ पॉलिसी मेकर्स, वी गॉट टू मेक श्योर दैट वी इंक्लूड गर्ल्स एंड वुमेन and make it attractive, make it flexible from their point of view, that they more and more in big numbers join the STEM programs and help in countries organization growth. इसके लिए अवेयरनेस प्रोग्राम भी रन कर रहे हैं. और इंडिया में खासकर ये होता है कि गर्ल्स होती हैं या वुमेन होती हैं, तो हम उनको बहुत सारे जो है ना सॉफ्ट प्रोग्राम्स के लिए देखते हैं, विच इज काइंड ऑफ बीइंग अनबायस्ड टुवर्ड्स बीइंग गर्ल. तो जैसे कि हम बोलते हैं कि यार यू शुड गो फॉर आर्ट्स, फैशन डिजाइनिंग, साइकोलॉजी, एचआर, यू नो, एंड वी काइंड ऑफ see women and girls more suitable to these programs as compared to the science, technology, engineering, innovation, mathematics. Hence, we need to change this concept. We need to change our mindset, and we need to, as a government, as a policymakers, as a advertisers, we need to promote more to attract the girls' attention coming to STEM programs. So that's how this reports suggest. Well, the second report has come that from Ireland, that Ireland is rapidly becoming a big choice and top choice for the Indian students. Last time हमने इस पर डिस्कस किया था कि क्या कुछ रीजंस हैं जिसकी वजह से ये इतना फास्ट ग्रोथ कर पा रहा है. बट हम आज के दिन इसके रीजंस में से एक और रीजन ढूंढ के निकाले हैं, वो हमको शेयर कर रहे हैं कि विच आर द यूनिवर्सिटीज, विच आर द क्यूएस की टॉप रैंकिंग यूनिवर्सिटीज विच आर फ्रॉम आयरलैंड, एंड यू शुड लुक to join this universities preferably based on your portfolio percentage and interest of specialization. So here are some names of the universities. The number one is Trinity College Dublin, which is also called TCD. आपको अगर याद होगा एकता टाइगर जो फर्स्ट मूवी थी, तो एकता टाइगर में जो करीना कपूर she was shown as a student, and the entire movie as a student when she was acting was shot at this campus, TCD, Trinity College Dublin. मैं हो चुका हूँ ये campus में. It's right in the city center of Dublin. Sorry. एंड ये अपने आप में एक टाउन है. इनफैक्ट आप देखोगे कि जब आप टीसीडी के गेट के बाहर खड़े रहोगे तो इट्स अ ओपन गेट पॉलिसी एनीवेज. हमारे यहाँ पे इतने सारे रेस्ट्रिक्शंस होते हैं, सिक्योरिटी गार्ड्स होते हैं, अगर आप स्टूडेंट नहीं हो, ऑथराइज पर्सन नहीं, यू कैन नॉट एंटर विदाउट अपॉइंटमेंट वगैरह वगैरह, ऑल दिस थिंग्स. बट इन अब्रॉड इट डजंट हैपन. इट्स अ ओपन डोर पॉलिसी. एनीबडी कैन वॉक इनटू द कैंपस. इट्स फ्री टू एक्सप्लोर एंड एक्सपीरियंस. So, well, next time if you're planning to travel Ireland or Dublin, I must suggest you to go and check out the TCD campus. ये अपने आप में एक टाउन है. अगर आप अंदर जाते हो उसके वाइब्स अलग है, एकदम हिस्टोरिकल प्लेस है. इट्स ना more than 100 years old campus. You will see the big gates. It looks like you are entering into a palace, you know. And बहुत से टूरिस्ट जो आते हैं डबलिन घूमने के लिए, तो इट हैज आल्सो बिकम अ टूरिस्ट सेंटर नाउ. तो बहुत सारे जो टूरिस्ट आप बाहर देखोगे कि जो उनके गाइड्स होते हैं फ्लैग लेके खड़े होते हैं, एंड देन टूरिस्ट enter and then they explore, they go to the facilities of the campus. Various facilities are open for the public to just come and walk in and have an experience. That's a beautiful thing. I think India में भी हमको ये सब शुरू करना चाहिए ताकि we encourage people to have more open door policy to experience the education centers. Well, second जो बहुत अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी आयरलैंड में है, UCD, University College Dublin. Third है University College Cork, UCC. ये डबलिन में नहीं है, ये कॉक है. कॉक is around 3.5 hours away from Dublin. Again, I've been to that campus. Again, 18th century campus, very historical vibes when you enter into the campus. Big, lush, big green ground to welcome you at the campus. I was also quite pleasingly surprised that when I visited, this was, I'm talking about around 6-7 years ago, UCC में गया था. उस वक्त they had the incubation centers and investors support available for international students to launch their own product, projects, startups. आज स्टार्टअप 3-4 साल से हम बहुत बात कर रहे हैं. ये 6-7 साल पहले की मैं बात बता रहा हूँ कि ये it was very common norm at the UCC campus. So I was very pleasingly surprised with that. University of Galway is like a national university of Ireland. Again, ranks among top 4 in Ireland if you are looking to Ireland as a study center. DCU, Dublin City University, is another one. University of Limerick, Maynooth University, and Technology University Dublin. As the name suggests, more focus on technology, but don't get misled with the name. The एक USP इस university का बता दूं, TUD has got some of the best hospitality, agriculture related and food related programs. Yes, though the name is TUD, Technological University Dublin. And again, I had my experience of visiting that campus, especially for these courses. They have got the food and nutrition related program which are as old as 60 years. है ना, जब हॉस्पिटैलिटी का नाम नहीं होता था तब से ये यूनिवर्सिटी इज फोकसिंग. दे हैव कनेक्टेड साइंस टू फूड, and there are lots of innovative programs and even related to winemaking, hospitality management. So they are one of the first universities in the world who introduce a lot of science-based or technological-based hospitality and food-related programs. So very innovative way you can explore Ireland in that context. हमने देखा था कि yes, ये सब यूनिवर्सिटी इंपॉर्टेंट है, बट आयरलैंड में जो चीज़ आयरलैंड को अपने दूसरे कंपीटिंग कंट्री से मुख्तलिफ बनाती है वो ये है कि दिस इज द ओनली सेकेंड इंग्लिश स्पीकिंग कंट्री आफ्टर यूके in Europe. So you don't have to worry about the language barrier. You go, it's a super friendly country, very safe, very beautiful environment, good weather. I mean, that's why I think the Indians have found a new attractive study destination apart from the normal ones. Okay, and then we move to the another news. एक न्यूज यहाँ पे just phone पे pop up हुई है. I thought that to read you. तो अब ना होगा कि Donald Trump has banned Harvard University to recruit foreign students. Harvard has sued Donald Trump government over ban on enrolling foreign students. So a lot of interesting things are going on in US. That's no country, no president, no government, in my opinion, has got the right to ban any university just because they do not want to follow what you are preaching them. University or education centers are the place whereby you enjoy your freedom of speech, freedom of opinion, and you cannot just push any university just because they do not follow government agenda और जो एजेंडा ट्रम्प फॉलो करवाने की कोशिश कर रहा है यूनिवर्सिटी के कि भाई आप अपनी आवाज इसराइल के खिलाफ मत लगाओ, फिलिस्तीन को मत प्रमोट करो, तो ह्यूमैनिटी ग्राउंड पे अगर आप करना चाहते हो आप खामोश रूम में रहो, कैंपस यूज मत करो. That's not the case. I know JNU has been used, and JNU in India is a torchbearer of raising the voice for the right reasons. This is what all the big universities across the world will do no matter what, and they are fighting back with the government for their own rights to do so. Well, news I was going to read is the US Embassy issues a stern warning on visa overstay, especially through the Indian US Embassy. कि इंडियंस को बताया जा रहा है कि भाई अगर आप वहां पे यूएस में रह रहे हो तो प्लीज डू नॉट ओवरस्टे. अगर आपका वीजा एक्सपायर होने वाला है उससे पहले आप एक्सटेंशन ले लो, वर्क परमिट कर लो. Sorry. However, but do not stay over the period of your visa date. Of course, you do not want to do that. And they're saying that if it happens, then they will take the stern legal action against those people. Khair, so friends, if you're going on a student visa, visitor visa, business visa, make sure that you live during that period and make sure that before your visa expired, you extend it, convert it into the work permit or any other relevant visa, but do it within the legal framework. You do not want to invite any problem, for which US government has issued this warning here, especially to Indians. Well, as a citizen of law abiding for any country, we would follow that thing. Well, so these are the news, and let's move on to the question and answer session. And I will try to take the questions as much as possible. So, one question has come asking, how can I find scholarship tailored to my specific background, field of study, or country of origin? Well, you can search through various websites. There are some websites which are dedicated for the foreign education scholarship. However, if you really want to save your time, I would suggest, because these websites are usually not necessarily always updated, you may not get the figures right, you may not get the eligibility requirements right, and you would still waste your lot of time. I would suggest that go and check out any trusted study abroad counselors near your place, or nowadays you can ask for the online consultation, and then you can help. You can ask Alif.in. No, you can connect their counselors also. They have got the offices across India. So, well, they will also be able to help you with this regards. So, scholarship, what do we say? If I would say, well, scholarships are nowadays quite easily available for most of the universities. हमारे इंडिया में ये होता है कि हम द वर्ड स्कॉलर आता है और जिससे स्कॉलरशिप आता है तो हमको ये लगता है कि यू गॉट टू बी स्कॉलर टू गेट द स्कॉलरशिप, व्हिच इज नॉट द राइट थिंग ऑलवेज. You would be surprised that some of the scholarship to the amount of 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, 30 lakhs a year can easily be obtained just by being at the right time to make an application. Not necessarily even your percentage are considered. So there are different types of scholarship, friends. There's one scholarship which is called the admission scholarship. If you are eligible to take admission, you are automatically eligible to get the scholarship. Then there is an academic scholarship, as the name suggests, based on your percentage marks. Again, इंडिया में हमारे यहाँ स्कॉलरशिप तो छोड़ो, यहाँ तो हम डोनेशन की बात करते हैं कि यार एडमिशन लेना है, हमको पता है 90% फिर भी कुछ होने वाला नहीं है, तो हम लोग ढूंढते रहते हैं कि कोई मैनेजमेंट कोटा में हमारा एडमिशन करवा दो. मैनेजमेंट कोटा इज नथिंग बट अ वेरी फॉर्मल प्रोफेशनल वर्ड टू से कि मुझे डोनेशन देना है, मुझे डोनेशन लेके मेरा एडमिशन करवा दो. तो इसलिए हमारे यहाँ स्कॉलरशिप का कॉन्सेप्ट ही नहीं है. और बहुत बार ऐसा होता है कि जब हमारे काउंसलर्स या हम स्टूडेंट्स और पेरेंट्स से बात करते हैं कि अरे यू कैन गेट द स्कॉलरशिप, तो उनको ना ऐसे लगता है जैसे कि दे आर लिस्टिंग टू अ फेरी टेल कि अरे वाकई में हकीकत है कि यहाँ तो डोनेशन है, मैनेजमेंट कोटा की बात होती है, आप बोल रहे हो कि हमारे 75% आए, 80 आए और आपको स्कॉलरशिप मिल जाएगी. बट यस माय फ्रेंड्स, आई हैव गॉट hundreds and thousands of students, example for last 17 years, who we helped to get this scholarship. और आप शॉक हो जाओगे सुन के कि स्कॉलरशिप के बाद आपकी फीस आधी हो जाती है, 100% स्कॉलरशिप. हमने कई स्टूडेंट्स को गाइड किया जहाँ पे दे वर हैविंग अ परसेंटेज अराउंड 75 to 85, जो इंडिया में बहुत एवरेज स्कोर माना जाता है आज की तारीख में. और हालांकि हमारे वक्त में बहुत बड़ा स्कोर था. जब I graduated in 2001, I scored distinction and that was a big thing. But हम आज बोलने हमको शर्म आती है, हमारा परसेंटेज 76 था. बिकॉज आज हर किसी से भी बात कर लो आप, तो किसी का भी परसेंटेज 80, 85, 90 के नीचे होता नहीं है. बट उसमें भी बेचारा खुश नहीं होता है क्योंकि उसको पता है कि परसेंटेज से वो ज्यादा कुछ कर नहीं सकता. बट अब्रॉड में yes, with 75, 80, 85 percentage, we can help you, we can guide you, you can get into the countries like Germany with 100% scholarship. You don't have to pay the tuition fees. So that's how it helps. So it's always advisable to go to the trusted advisors. Let's take a next question. How can I effectively balance part-time work with academic responsibilities to ensure success in both areas? Wow. This is very logical thing and practical thing, but yes, some caution note. इंटरनेशनल एजुकेशन में ये कॉन्सेप्ट है जो हमारे इंडिया में बड़ा क्या बोलते हैं उसको हिंदी में, या बड़ा कॉमन नहीं है, प्रज्वलित नहीं है, आई डोंट नो व्हाट्स द वर्ड, बट ठीक है, तो बड़ा कॉमन नहीं है. हम यहाँ क्या करते हैं, जब हम पढ़ाई करते हैं कॉलेज के दौरान, तो यूजुअली ज़्यादातर बच्चे सिर्फ पढ़ाई पे फोकस करते हैं. कॉलेज की पढ़ाई हो जाती है तो फिर आपके ट्यूशन क्लासेस हैं, ट्यूशन क्लास हो गए तो आपके खुद के असाइनमेंट्स और प्रोजेक्ट्स हैं. बट अब्रॉड में ऐसा नहीं होता. अब्रॉड में ये है कि व्हेन यू आर स्टडिंग यू हैव गॉट इनफ टाइम, बिकॉज आपका करिकुलम जो होता है, आपका जो सब्जेक्ट रेंज होता है वो बहुत लिमिटेड होता है, बहुत फोकस होता है आपकी पढ़ाई, आपके डिग्री को लेके. तो हम यहाँ पे सपोज 8 या 10 सब्जेक्ट पढ़ रहे हैं, वहाँ पे आप 4 से 5 पढ़ते हो, तो आपके पास काफ़ी वक्त होता है, आप फोकस करते हैं अपनी स्टडीज़ पे, और आपके पास काफ़ी वक्त होता है कि आप असाइनमेंट्स कर लो और पार्ट टाइम जॉब भी कर लो. सो इंटरनेशनल स्टूडेंट्स आर अलाउड टू वर्क 20 आवर्स पर वीक. अब इसमें जो क्वेश्चन है वो उस पर थोड़ा आपको ध्यान देना है कि आपको ओवर एक्सपोज नहीं करना अपने आप को पार्ट टाइम जॉब के लिए. क्योंकि क्या होता है, यू आर एट द एज ऑफ 18-19 अगर आप अंडर ग्रेड कोर्स के लिए जा रहे हो, या 21 से 25 के बीच में अगर आप पोस्ट ग्रेड कोर्स के लिए जा रहे हैं, और वहां पे पार्ट टाइम के दौरान यू गेट अ सैलरी ऑफ इक्वल टू अराउंड 50,000 to 1.5 lakh rupees per month, depending on which country you're going. Most of the European countries, you can easily make 80,000, 1 lakh, 1.5 lakhs per month. Now, if you are earning this much of salary as a part-time job, then it is, I mean, very attractive to you. Sometimes students go overboard to protect that salary every week, every month, and then that cost onto their studies. So how do you balance? Is that you take up a government defined limited job hours work, 20 hours a week. Make your timetable very clearly, not the timetable what the college is making for you, but also your weekly timetable. So when you make your weekly timetable, you put your part-time jobs in that weekly timetable, that this many hours on these days I will work. Then you keep certain amount of work, certain amount of time for your own well-being, exercise, gymming, walking, swimming, whatever you enjoy. Then keep certain time in your schedule for sports. Get yourself engaged with any sport. Not necessarily got to be Virat Kohli or Messi in the respective sports, but you want to play because that helps you to be healthy, be connected with people, and also have got the positive mindset to prepare yourself for your academics. Then keep your time for your studies and assignment works. And then last part, keep your time for your personal things, like you want to do grocery shopping. अगर आपको आपका टर्न आ रहा है, आपको फूड बनाना है ना, हॉस्टल में आप रह रहे हो, cleaning, personal grooming, visiting some places, maybe you're to your friends, other cities, etc., etc. So you make these blocks and then allocate your weekly time along with these blocks, and this is how you can manage yourself well. नहीं तो क्या देखते हैं हम लोग के स्टूडेंट्स जाते हैं तो इंडियन स्टूडेंट्स का ये तो होता है पढ़ना है पढ़ना है पढ़ना, तो वो इतना पढ़ाई में रहते हैं कि या तो पार्ट टाइम जॉब करेंगे और दिन रात पार्ट टाइम जॉब करके आएंगे और यहाँ पे पढ़ाई करेंगे. इस बीच में जो मैंने एक्टिविटीज बताई, जैसे एक्सरसाइजिंग, स्पोर्ट्स, एक्सप्लोरेशन ऑफ द प्लेसेस एंड सिटीज, पर्सनल वेलबींग, ये सब चीज पे हम ध्यान ही नहीं देते और हम बस सिर्फ ये सोचते हैं कि हमारी पढ़ाई करने से, मार्क्स अच्छे लेने से या पैसे कमा के अपनी पढ़ाई के ट्यूशन की फीस निकालने से हम सक्सेसफुल होंगे, जो वैसे नहीं होता. So this is, I believe, will help you. The next question: how can I leverage my international education experience to stand out to employers in my home country or globally? Acha, so well, friends, international education number one and international work experience number two would help you to showcase your skills, your know-how, your mindset very differently to the employer as compared to any other person who has been very local in his education and experience. Now, how do you leverage? Well, I would strongly suggest few points. For example, you can start taking LinkedIn seriously as a professional. And what you can do that you can start sharing the articles or writing a post about your particular industry in which you are doing your specialization. Like for example, if you are doing your specialization in computer and AI, then start reading the magazines, news articles on this point, and then share your own thoughts on this particular point in this particular area on LinkedIn, and tag the relevant people or hashtag to relevant to the topic. That's how people will start reading and seeing your thought process in that particular area. This will help the future employers, the HR managers, to also see you differently. You're not just making an application to them, but also sharing your insights, your viewpoint on the subject that matters to you the most. Second thing, whichever places you are having an exposure, like as a student, suppose आप industry visits कर रहे हो, कोई company में जा रहे हो, this is very normal thing to happen in foreign universities. So आप industry visit कर रहे हो, तो वो photo निकालो और उसके बारे में अपने ख्यालात का इजहार करो, share your experience कि I visited this place today, and then this is what we learned, this is what we explored. And that's how those articles, those posts, those share over the period of time, when HR manager of future company would look into it in your account, it will showcase that you are really dedicated to your field, you are learning something, you are not just talking about your university, your degree and marks, but you are adding a value to your whole understanding of the foreign culture, of the foreign experience and exposure. So record those things, share those things on LinkedIn, write about it. Next thing, you also get an opportunity to do internships. Take up those internships. Don't look out for the salary point of view only, but also from the experience and exposure point of view. When you take up the internship, whether it is paid or unpaid, go work, get the offer letter, showcase that offer letter on again your social media handles, write about it, what are you learning, how this internship has benefited you, because these are the small elements of your international exposure which in the end would add up to a real global mindset which you're going to become. And this is how the company will see you as an asset into their workforce. Okay, so don't wait for your degree to come and try to impress me as a maybe an HR manager that, oh, I have come here, I've studied in this university, I've got this much of marks and I'm looking for a job. No, what has been your journey? Do talk about it, do start sharing with it with on the social media, especially make a good use of LinkedIn, because if you do not exist on LinkedIn, for as an HR manager in abroad, you do not exist for me professionally in this world. So don't be in the impression that college मुझे placement दे देगा and through that I get the placement, or I'll go to monster.com or any other job site search platform and I will put my resume and I'll get the calls. No, people would always wanted to see what have you done over the period of time apart from your education. So this is very important, and I believe this some tips would help you to get the attention of the potential HR managers. Okay, next question. How can I ensure my application stand out amidst increasing competition for international university admission? Okay, so this we talk about from an admission point of view. So, friends, when you are applying to foreign universities, that's true that बहुत सारी स्टूडेंट्स आपके जैसे वहाँ पे ट्राई कर रहे हैं, उनको भी स्कॉलरशिप चाहिए, उनको भी एडमिशन चाहिए. How would you stand out? The first and foremost document which I call is the heart of your entire application, is SOP, Statement of Purpose. अगेन यहाँ पे कोई मैजिक रूल नहीं है, अब मैं आपको बताऊंगा आगे इसमें क्या करना है, बट अगेन क्विक फिक्स नहीं है। स्टूडेंट्स का चैलेंज ये है, आजकल के जो जनरेशन है वो चाहते हैं कि मुझे ऐसा कुछ बताओ सर कि मैं ये ऐसा करूं और ऐसा हो जाए, है ना, मेरे को ये यूनिवर्सिटी में एडमिशन मिल जाए, बट आपके कोई क्विक फिक्स काम नहीं करेंगे। अब मैं एसओपी भी बोलूंगा, उसके लिए भी कुछ आपको मैं टिप्स दूंगा, बट यू हैव टू प्रिपेयर इट वेल बिफोर टाइम। सो वेल, टॉकिंग अबाउट एसओपी, द स्टेटमेंट ऑफ पर्पस इज अ लेटर which you are writing to me as a university and trying to convince me why should I look at your application and why should I give you an admission as compared to the other students. You need to convince me. Well, अगर ये चीज मैं आपको, आप मुझे कन्विंस करना चाहते हैं, तो आपके पास एक फॉर्मेट होना चाहिए। एसओपी में स्टार्ट में आप इंट्रोडक्शन देते हैं, छोटा सा ब्रीफ इंट्रोडक्शन अबाउट यू, व्हाट यू बीन डूइंग, व्हाट यू आर डूइंग करंटली एंड व्हाट यू विश टू डू इन फ्यूचर। सेकेंड पैरा होता है जिसमें आप मेन रीजन देते हैं कि व्हाई यू शुड एज अ यूनिवर्सिटी, व्हाई शुड आई सिलेक्ट यू। सो नाउ यू आर गोइंग टू कनेक्ट द डॉट्स एंड मेकिंग सेंस कि आपने पिछला क्या किया, आपका पोर्टफोलियो कैसा था, आपने अपने प्रोफाइल में क्या ऐड किया, आप ये कोर्स क्यों करना चाहते हैं हमारी यूनिवर्सिटी में। से फॉर एग्जांपल यू आर गोइंग फॉर इंटरनेशनल प्रॉपर्टी लॉ, अगर आपको ये कोर्स करना है तो हाउ कम दिस कोर्स इज रेलेवेंट टू व्हाट यू बीन डूइंग and what you got to do after doing this course in future. ये दोनों को आपको कनेक्ट करना है, पास्ट टू प्रेजेंट एंड प्रेजेंट टू फ्यूचर। सो you should show me your vision कि what and why you want to do this course and how it is going to help you in future. Plus towards the end of the second para आपको ये भी लिखना है कि why you are taking admission in my university, how it is going to benefit you to pursue this course here as compared to XYZ other university. So maybe you want to do some research about the university, write about it, that you been ranked well in this particular subject of studies, or maybe your department has got this mentor who is well-renowned personality in this particular field, or you have got the course curriculum which is very well aligned with what subjects you are looking to study, or since your program also give an opportunity to have an industry connections, so that will help me to really foster my knowledge or connections within the industry, across the industry. So that could be very valid reasons why you are looking for my university for this particular course. Then you can take this as a third para also, why university, or you can make it as a conclusion of the second para. Then the next and last para would be the concluding para, wherein yours sorry so then आप summarize करोगे इन सबको ये बोल के कि then what you intend to do and how this entire your study abroad journey is going to help you as a student to be a professional in the industry which you are looking to join in future. So ये चीज़ है। इसमें एक बोनस टिप्स मैं दे दूं कि अगर आप एसओपी ये लिखना चाहते हैं और ये सब चीज़ें उसमें बताना चाहते हैं जिसमें आप पास्ट से प्रेजेंट, प्रेजेंट से फ्यूचर को कनेक्ट करना चाहते हैं, तो फ्रेंड ये काम आपको एटलीस्ट 1 साल पहले शुरू करना है। So there could be possibility that you want to do some short term course, there could be possibility we can advise you कि आप ये एक्टिविटीज कर लो, ये एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिविटीज, या आपके समर वेकेशन में 1 साल पहले you engage yourself in these kind of events or projects which will in return help you to build a good profile, and that good profile you can then write it in your SOP and that becomes a strong reference point कि अच्छा मैंने ये किया, ये मेरे एविडेंसेस है, ये मेरे एग्जांपल्स है, ये मेरे लर्निंग्स हैं, एंड हेंस आई एम कनेक्टिंग इट विद द फ्यूचर विजन ऑफ मी जॉइनिंग दिस यूनिवर्सिटी और दिस कोर्स। सो आपको ये मेहनत करनी है, अगर अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी आपको ज्वाइन करना है तो आपको ये मेहनत करनी है। अच्छा, ऐसे भी होता है कि बहुत सी अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी है बट वो एसओपी आपसे नहीं मांगती है, ये भी पॉसिबल है कि वो आपसे इंटरव्यू कर ले। So straightforward, there are some universities which I know they rank among top 6, top 10 in the world for respective courses, but उनका नजरिया बड़ा अलग है। Their perception of selecting the student is not necessarily based on academics, based on your portfolio, based on your documents, but mostly based on you, who you are. What do you say about this thing? So rather than you writing about it, they want to hear it out from you, and they may insist to have some online interviews. It could be, might be a 15-20 minutes or half an hour introductory interview, and they would like to talk to you, see you, and listen to you, your thought process. Again, you can take the help of trusted counselors to guide you in the whole university interview process, so that you get to know that what kind of questions can be asked. You got to be creative in your answer, but at least you know that you need to prepare for it. So this could be another way whereby university may want to judge you. और थर्ड हो सकता है कि कोई अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी है, बट वो ना एसओपी देखती है, ना आपका कोई इंटरव्यू लेती है. They simply see your past academic records. They see your holistic approach as a student, what have you done apart from your academics, and then they take a call straight away whether they would like to go ahead with the admissions or not. So there are different types of admission criteria are existing, and this is how you make yourself eligible. So we are just concluding the session. I have got few questions here. How can I find scholarship from Rowan tailored to my specific background field? ये मैंने already cover किया. How can I ensure my applications? Yes. So these are the questions I've already gotten. I hope that this has helped you to take the wise decision with regards to your study abroad journey and whatever you wish to achieve in future. I would like to wish you a very good weekend and wish you all the best for your future endeavors. And I would like to come back to you to see you again next week on the Saturday at the same time. Until then, take care and see you soon.